All right, cool. We're live. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Friday weekly recap where we just go over some plays and some plans that we did or did not get into for the week. Just give me a couple of moments while I just send out the link to the community so we can get started. All right, link sent out, and we can get right into it. It's not gonna be too long of a video. It's pretty clear cut on what I'm about to say. So yeah, we expected that drop. That occurred. Actually, that USD strength and JPY strength for the week coming up. So let's just go over EU first, and then we can just dumb it down to the list. And of course, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, just send it right in the chat. I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. Start. But yeah, let's just pull up EU real quick. One second, let me just refresh real quick. It's not loading up. All right, here we go. EU. All right. So let's see. What was the first day of the week? March 1st. Oh yeah. First day of the week was March 1st. First day of the month, new month. Let's get it. All right. So we did where we at? So we did open up our resistance. As you guys all know, if you make a lower high, under a resistance point, 9 out of 10 on the market open, it will just come crashing down. And like you guys see here, lower low, consolidation around the lower high, mid level. And the mid level is obviously used as a resistance point as well if you are under it and it's looking under. So as you can see here, it just fell down to that 1.2 thousand level. I do have that as a buy zone, but I didn't really like the way it came up like this. So normally I would look for something like this: push down, a double bottom, and then a high, low. It did happen, but honestly, I thought it was too early for the buy. Even though I did have this as a buy zone, it was early in the week. It was a Tuesday, and I was like, I was really expecting it to come down on Wednesday or Thursday to 19,500. But I did miss a shot here, but gladly it did come down. So I'll just go over that as I go on. But yeah, this is exactly what you guys want to look for if you guys have a buy zone that is hit and you're trying to execute your play. So if you come all the way down right here, it was kind of ugly around this time too. What time was this? It was around London too. So it was some sort of support right here. I was expecting something like this, a double bottom as well. But it did make a high past this last higher low. And then I did draw a little box around it just to signify, there's another potential buy zone that could occur. And I didn't really get a nice wick off that either. But, as you guys see, high, low, this is definitely what you guys want to, see. I just missed this play because I thought, I'm trying to get a sniper entry right here. But, I'm just going to use the area around it instead of, trying to get a sniper entry all the time. That's kind of my, that's kind of my challenge right here for myself right now. But yeah, like, clear cut right here, high, low, another box around it just to show the resistance and potential buy zone again. You guys could have gotten into this entry again, but you guys have to realize, like, first of all, you're high, you're already high, like 40 pips up, possibly. Let me just, double check. 37, 40 pips up, like I was saying. And then it did come down and make a lower low. I mean, not a low, a higher low on top of this resistance right here. So what that means is obviously it can go back up as it keeps wicking out. And obviously it did. But you guys have to realize that you're close to resistance. So you see all this resistance right here. You're really, really close to that resistance. So even though you did enter here, it might be, for a second position. It might be a first position. If it's your first position, that's very bad because, yeah, that's, you don't want to do that. Never want to attack resistance like that. But at the same time, high, low. You just buy the dip and then you just ride it out. I was expecting a higher low off the mid level. That's why I was trying to key eye out and try to get entry there. But the trade just left us. So it did eventually come down and retest, but this is not the retest I would like. This is a drop, not a dip. So it was kind of difficult getting to EU this week for buys, and eventually it just tanked for real. So I wasn't really too mad about it. I didn't really miss the whole picture. I only missed 100 pips. So 100 pips is 100 pips, but like at the same time, I'm going for like 500 pips, 600 pips, things like that. So I'm kind of grateful it did stop me out. I mean, stop the play out at this major level right here, and it continued down. But if you was a seller on this pair, EURUSD, you would have probably got into the double bottom on the 21. So the way you would do this is, I know it's kind of hard to see on the 15-minute, but that's why you use all time frames. So if you was on a 15-minute and you saw something like this, and you just saw candles intertwining with the major level and everything, you would just up it to the 1 hour, and then as you can see some sort of wicks right here. So if you see nice wicks right here on the hour and on the 15-minute, I mean, if you don't see it on the 15-minute and you see next week's on the hour and it is at your point of interest and it did do a double top, then shoot your shot. You never know, all right? So it did just that and it continued to go down, all right? So let me just get out of replay mode. Actually, we can just keep going. All right, so it came down. I believe this was some sort of resistance. All right, cool. So as you can see, came down, came up for a little higher low. Oh, GBP JPY is crossing. Let me just look at GBP JPY real quick. All right, cool. We just had a lit. Cause I'm trying to get to a front run. We might get into play today, guys. We might not. I never do this, but I like market opens and market closes. So we'll see. But let's just go back to EU. So yeah, like I was saying, EU just tanked. Came down for a higher low right here. I mean a lower high. I use these two words so often, so annoying. Came down for a lower low right here on top of support. Okay, so obviously that could potentially be an up off of that support if it doesn't just take down right away. So it did wick out a little bit, possibly during a lower volatile time, and it did do a big a little push up. So if you was a buyer, you would have saw this. All right, cool, higher high maybe. Around this area, higher low, probably got into it right here. But at the same time, it was not a ideal time to actually even trade. So at this point, you probably out of trades. You probably looking to take profit. You're probably not even looking at your chart. So if you see something like this and you are looking at your charts, just be mindful that all right, cool, it's not a really volatile time. Plus, it's kind of risky as well because you are making a lower high. And the bigger picture that we see here, but in a lower time frame, like in this little area right here, yes, it is a high low. But like I said, like possibly just wait for that break right here. So right here, boom, boom. I'd wait for that break at the major level. If you want to get in a sniper entry, not even a sniper entry, but like an early entry, just cut down your lot size and just hope for the best. But at the same time, you don't really hope for the best. You just want to know that your trade's going to go the right way. So might as well just wait for the extra confirmation. All right. But yeah, as we kept trickling down, we hit off this little reversal right here, this little area right here. Did make a lower high, came down for a lower low. If you guys was sellers, you would have saw this as a lower high right under the mid level. Took it down. It did come back up for a retest. This, if you guys missed this one, market gave you a second chance. It never gives me second chances. Never, does that often. But if you got the second chance and you missed this one, you better be grateful because it don't really happen like that. But yeah, after the second chance, it just tanked all the way down. You would have been extremely profit. You probably got TP taken out like let me see how much it went down. It went down 100 pips in 9 hours, and then the rest 140 now is on top of this area right here, 1900. So initially, I did have this 500 level, as a key buy zone because I wanted to get off this big double top right here. I mean, big double bottom right here. As you can see here, it did start from this 500 level, pushed up. But unfortunately that broke, but not really, I'm not really too pissed about it because that's just 50 more extra pips that can catch going back up. So I'm not mad about it. But yeah, this is my second buying option right here. So it is wicking around it, right? I already have a rectangular box around it. So it is wicking pretty nicely around it. So hopefully we can get a big push up. Maybe we can draw a little rectangular box right here just to signify the resistance we have. And then, as we all know and all want, we want that a little higher high, a little higher low. With my pencil. something like that. Come on. Oh, my path, my fault. Boom, boom, out. And I mean, you can get into that shit right here. Like I said, Cardano lot size because it's still trending down. But once we break this mid level, it's probably not gonna happen today, but most likely on Sunday, Monday, type thing. We're gonna probably get a high, low, and then continue that joint going up. All right. Let me just check the comments before I move on. All right, right. I don't think anybody had any questions real quick. All right, no. All right, cool. All right, cool. So EU might, hit off this major level right here, high, low. And then if we get this mid level, maybe on Monday or Sunday or Monday, hopefully one of these 2 first days, we can probably get a big up going back to, upside to start a huge uptrend. I'm going to hold this thing forever. Like, I don't even know how many pips this is going up. Maybe like to there, and I see the whole top. Can't even see. All right, 324 pips, and then we're gonna buy all these dips going back up. So yeah, there's breach to be made this week, or this month. Actually, this month of March is gonna be a good month. All right. But yeah, like I said, like sellers already did their job. If you're a seller, hopefully you made breach going down. I'm about to make my breach going back up. All right, so that'll be fire. All right, so on to GU. Let me just take one bite real quick because I'm starving. 1 second. Does be fire. All right, but so on GU, March 1st. So on GU, like I said, if you guys open up at resistance on a lower high or a double top or anything like that, it's going down. So market open, right, on Sunday. All right, somewhere around here. Boom, resistance, strong resistance. I already have it labeled. I'm not gonna go out on a high time frame. You guys should look at that yourselves. But 14,000, 40,000, definitely a strong resistance right here. And in fact, it double topped going into the next day. All right. So that being said, as you can see, it just fell down. Guys, remember, like market opens are very, very important to the whole week. Like that, you can have a market open trade and be done for the whole week. You have to trade for the whole week. So just be very, very, very attentive to these market opens because they're going to play a big part in your role if you're like working or you're just a very busy person. And this like a form of holding trades called a swing trade. So you can just have a market open play on a Monday, not even a Monday, my fault, on a Sunday, and then carry it out for the whole week if you want to. That could be your play for the whole month. All right, so just be very vigilant. Do what you do, and then y'all be all right. But yeah, auto resistance right here, lower low, lower high. Right, if you guys were sellers, you guys would have probably tried to buy the lower low, lower high. You wish this came down a little further so you can get a nice lower high under that mid level. But if you guys didn't get that, let's see if the fib played a part of this too. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. It did hit off the 0.68 0.618 level. But like things like this, I don't like it too close because it's too cluttery. I don't really see clear rejections. Like normally, if I see Fibonacci retracement rejection, I probably get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits before it actually falls down or goes back going up. But at the same time, this is a clear rejection off the 618, and as you can see, it did come down to the 0.27 extension and pop back up. So if you guys didn't get that fib entry, don't worry. Off the 27, it's actually a profit taking zone. So probably some people took profit, and then it just bounced back up to this resistance zone right here. So boom, boom. If you guys would have got in right here, that would have been fire. Probably not this one because it's a later time, but this one would have fire right when New York opened. Take that all the way down, and then it broke the major level. So at this point, I thought GU was really gonna tank because boom, 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 came down off this, made a lower low, and it just shot up. So at this point, if you guys weren't sell, this is not a bad sell. The trade just didn't work out for you. All right. Let me just figure out the time. Yeah, 3:45, not a bad sell at all. That's like you did your job, lower low, lower high, you're chilling. All right. Sometimes it don't work out for you. Sometimes strength, plays a big part of it too. So that's why you got to look at strength as well. USD was very, very, very strong in the beginning of the week, and it started losing a little strength. Just started going back and forth in the middle of the week, and then now it just started to pick back up for the strength at the end of the week. So with that being said, like it could have. This was like what probably in the middle, towards the middle, Tuesday, Wednesday. But yeah, this was a nice sell for you guys. I'm not mad at it at all. But what buyers wants to do, they're waiting for that drop. They're waiting for that breakup, breakdown, test right here, and then this would have set the tone for the buyers as well. This is like when buyers come back into the game. All right, so as you guys see here, it is a higher high, and it broke this structure right here. It is a higher high, higher low. But when I do say higher highs or higher lows on a 15-minute chart or even like the hour chart, I'm talking about the area. So the market is not currently bullish right now, but the price is. So as you guys all know, you guys want to have the same market and the same price to fulfill your job. So if you see something like this is breaking structure. So you can be on the start of the break, and then hopefully market reverses as well. So price comes first, and then the whole market turns. All right. So price just turned. So obviously buyers are trying to get into that early action. So high, 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 low right off this major level right there, and then it just kept pushing up. So if you got another entry at this mid level, depending on the time, you would probably got a good second entry, right? So came up for 100 pips. It took a while, probably strength issue or whatever, but it took a while for that 100 pips to even hit. If you guys wanted to hold it longer, unfortunately you couldn't, because this major level was a strong resistance. So sellers were actually trying to, guard this area right here, and they were actually successful with that. All right. So nonetheless, though, you guys still did your job, still, caught 100 pips in the end. And then, just trickled around the mid level. So whenever you guys see this type of thing around the mid level, especially a mid level, it's 9 out of 10 like you don't even want to touch it, because first of all, it's in the middle, so it can go either way, 50-50. You can go for a buy or sell. So at that point, you're just waiting for a break, either from the major level on the top or the major level on the bottom, depending on your bias. All right. But nonetheless, like, this was just crazy during, this time period. But it finally broke up, came back again to retest and try to break that area, because this is what exactly what I was looking for, the strong resistance to be broken. We almost had it, but a fake breakout happened, and we didn't really get that breakout that we wanted. So I wanted something like this, and then take it to the next high. All right, but sellers were actually guarding this right here, and they took it all the way down with force. All right, so lower low, lower high, another entry right there, again out. So now we just double bottom. So now you know what that means. So I actually missed this entry when I was in the car. I was kind of pissed, but at the same time, it's okay, because it could probably come back here and trickle down to the major level area again and wick out, or it can make a high low, and then continue going up. So with that being said, I'm probably gonna enter at the high low, depending on the time during today, because I don't usually trade at the end of the day, but on Fridays, this actually sets me up for the beginning of the week, the next week. All right. So I'm just, getting a head start on the next week. It's a pretty good tactic. I've been using it like this past 2 months, and it's been working well for me. It's either break even or a nice profit. So at the end of the day, like, it's still fast strategy. Open up at a market open, at a support, and then it's going to take the trade going back up. All right. But nonetheless, made it for high, low, and then continue that going up. This is a very important level right here, 1.39. As you can see, it started a big drop right here, 100 pips straight down. And then this just needs to get broken. All right. So once I get broken, then we can buy that dip again, and then continue up to the next high, and just keep doing it until we can't no more. All right. All right. Cool. Let's just see if we have any questions real quick. I don't know. All right, GJ. So I caught GJ actually. I'm pretty hyped about it, but let's just review the week real quick. So just mind you, JPY is very, very weak. So GBP JPY did not tank as other US dollar did. So I'm wondering if JPY is going to tank when USD goes up, because that'll be a question to ask too, but I just gotta watch it. But nonetheless, like, it didn't really do much, like, as you can see here from the start of the month. It's not even the start of the month, my fault. But I am bugging. All right, cool. So the month started at this mid level right here. If you guys were sellers and you sold this, you're not wrong. Lower high, took that shot, but some reason this just stopped in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. Right, just stopped in the middle of nowhere and just came back up. High, low, and it continued that going back up. All right. So if you guys wanted the entries on this right here on the mid level, would have been fire. I took this shot actually. No, never mind. That was a bad time. Where did I take my shot at? I think it was here. Yeah, I think it was here. And then I got knocked out at break even. Put it too early. I could have had a nice profit. Damn. Nah, damn. Now I think about it, it's still good. But at the same time, all right, cool. High, low. Boom. All right. Around here as well. I think I got an entry right here. And it just went straight up. All right. Now for sellers, you're waiting for that break below, lower high. Oh, GU's crossing. Let me just see that real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta pay attention to this so I can get to my market open. GU, what's NJ doing? I'm NJ too. That's fire. Nice. What's EU doing? Nice. Okay. Everything's unfolding. Hopefully, you know we. Oh, why GJ? We're lit. We're lit. What time is it? But these pairs have some like they need to catch up. They need to hurry up because they got to make a higher high and then a higher low, and then you know if you get this market close entry, bro, I'm gonna be hyped. I'm gonna be gas. I'm gonna be gas. But I'm not. I will not be surprised if this works out because this is obviously resistance. But yeah, this is rare. I think I might do this a lot, like during this time, because you guys need to see this too, like unfold, like this live, you know, market open thing is like fire. So I'm gonna start doing it at 3 o'clock too. That's for now on. But yeah, E's coming up. GJ is wicking out, but it's probably gonna come up. It's just reacting to it. So if it does wick out, let me just pregame this real quick. High, low. This is our safe area right here. All right, bet. So yeah, GJ is definitely gonna catch my eye. I'm like, yeah, I'm gas. So this is gonna be a strong resistance right here. Let me just mark this up. Yes, sir. So strong resistance right there, chilling. Wick right there, wick right there. All right, cool. So if we get that high, low on the major level in there, taking it up to the moon, hopefully. But yeah, like it's just doing your job. So I don't know why I'm excited. Like it has to be done. So but yeah, I'm just excited to show you guys actually. So NZD JPY, we can get a play right here as well. If time does, is on our side. We're close to that, thin area of the close. So we have like an hour and 30 minutes left. So hopefully we can get that up and then come down. This major level plays a big part right here. So, we about to mark that up. Strong resistance. I'm starving. Hold on, let me get one more chicken. All right. Hopefully, this is a top. You guys see I'm labeling stuff as well. Like this is gonna help you, when you're trading, actually live trading, like when you're getting ready to enter a trade. All right, so instead of hopping back and forth, because like during this time, like slow periods of time, you're supposed to be planning out your trades. So if you're in a 4 hour, you're just looking strictly on the 4 hour, trying to see, where, certain buy zones are or certain sell zones you can get into. And then when you're actually trading live, you're on go. So you don't need to keep going back and forth on a 4 hour. If it's not part of your trading style, all right? So these little notes that I have right here is going to play a big part of my trading because I don't need to go back on the 4 hour or the daily or anything. I just hop on the 15 and the 1 hour, and I'm just strictly, watching price and see how it moves, all right? So with that being said, like if I don't have the, knowledge or I forget that, these certain things are strong resistance or chops, then I can't even get into the trade because, I can't get into the trade, but I might, lose it because, all right, cool. Maybe, I want to hop in right here, right? And I want to, instead of leaving putting this as my TP, I put this mid level as my TP. And I didn't realize that this is a strong resistance on a higher time frame. So with that being said, if I leave this and expect it to go up, right, I'm not gonna, really pay attention to it because I'm thinking this like a, regular major level is gonna break and retest. All right. So yeah, just have these little notes just to help you out during your trading. Not a big deal. But yeah, NJ's unfolding. GJ's off this resistance right here. GU, right? Mind you, this is like early entries right here, so it's not even entry yet. So I don't think GU is ready. If it does come back down, double top, cool. I mean double bottom, but it did a double bottom on a lower time frame. So you gotta make your choice. Like, you like the high time frame or the lower time frame. I like the lower time frame. And then just getting in early just in case it does leave us. But yeah, we're attacking this resistance right here as well. See, resistance. So anything can happen, right? You just gotta pay attention to it. Maybe hop on the 15. It is currently wicking. So if we do get that break and retest, that's fire. I might as well just put my stop loss at break even just in case it does fold on game. So 1-3. Oh, I'm not even in GU. GJ. All right, word. I bet. Cool. So yeah, I think I went over everything on chart that I actually traded. Like I said, there wasn't really much bias to get into. So me as a buyer, I kind of didn't make much money, but I didn't lose much money as well. So that's a key. That's a key. All right, but with that being said, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm just gonna hop off this, eat my Buffalo Wild Wings, and get ready for the next week coming up. All right. So yeah, see you guys back in the community. Don't forget to study this weekend, and